This is the first skill cue for standard number 3, accessing resources, specifically looking at how do we access valid and reliable information. Our action word here is prove it. P, purpose, R, recency, O, objective, V, verifiable, and E, expertise. Now, there are 2 common situations where we can use the prove it method. We can use it when we encounter a new information and new information is shared with us. So we're scrolling and a headline pops up, or we go on YouTube and a video is suggested to us, or a friend sends us an article or a video, something like that. This is when information is shared with us, and we want to take a moment to pause and make sure that that information is valid and reliable. The second scenario is when we are seeking new information. So this is when we are actively like, hey, I want to learn about X, Y, and Z. So I go to a search engine and I am trying to find, articles or books or videos about a topic, and I want to check that those sources are valid and reliable. So what we do is use the prove it method to check that this information that we are encountering is valid and reliable. So basically what happens is we have questions to ask ourselves and a criteria to meet. And if the information meets the prove it criteria, then we can deem that it is valid and reliable information. So what does each letter of prove it represent? So we have P, purpose. So this is where we want to be aware of what is the purpose. And we want to find information that is meant to inform and educate and to help. R, recency. We want to make sure that the information is up to date. So this means that it's either published recently or it is regularly reviewed and updated to make sure that it reflects current information. Now also there's some stuff that doesn't necessarily need to be updated. If it's something like a video about gravity, that hasn't changed a lot. But we do want to be aware and ask ourselves like, hey, is this something that needs to be updated regularly? And then if it is, to make sure that it is up-to-date information. O, objective. So this is all about making sure that what is being shared is facts, not opinions, and that the whole story is being shared rather than just a few headlines or quotes or statistics that are being shared to manipulate a certain story. We want it to be factual, balanced information. We also want to check that it is calm and clear language meant to inform and educate and help, not meant to incite fear and anger and to get your emotions up. V, verifiable. This means that you want to make sure that you can verify whatever information is being shared. So this means that there are sources, there's evidence, there's links to facts that are connected, that are linking you to trusted websites, to books, to other experts. And we also want to make sure that whatever information is something that we can double check from multiple sources. E, expertise. So this is where we want to make sure that the source who has created this resource is an expert and knows what they're talking about. And not just knows because they've read some books or it's a hobby or something that they're interested in, but knows because they have true education and training and experience and credentials related to this topic. So we want to check what is their training, what experience, does the jobs that they've had relate to this topic? Do they have the right credentials? And we can also check to make sure that the information that's being shared is supported by other experts within this field. All right, so as you can see, the prove it method, it does require us to think critically and not just accept new information that we see as 100% fact. The prove it method asks us to pause and take a moment to dig deeper, to think critically, and do a little bit of work to make sure that the information that has been shared with us is accurate and factual. And if it is, then we can take it and begin applying it to our lives.